What's good, guys? Prince Sports here. I figure since we're into the NBA season, we're 10 games in, I'm going to talk about my five most disappointing players of the NBA currently right now. All right? And this is not in no particular order, but I'm just going to give you five. So, one of the players will be Porzingis, Kristaps Porzingis for the Dallas Mavericks. This guy is supposed to be a Luca sidekick. He's supposed to be the guy standing next to Luca. They're supposed to be the one and two. They're supposed to be Batman and Robin. And Luca's doing his job as being the alpha of his team and labeling the team as his. But Kristaps is not doing his part. He's not playing his part. He's constantly injured. And when he plays, he's pretty much of a disappointing too. He's averaging 14 points a game, all right, shooting 35% from the field. That's not good. I mean, for a guy of that stature, he should be shooting way more than 35%, and you should be averaging way more than 14 points a game. So I like to see those shot attempts go up. I like to see that field goal percentage go up. So you're on my list for disappointing. Another one is James Harden. Talk about falling from grace. This guy's averaging 17 points a game. 18 points a game. And it's absolutely a far cry from what we used to get from James Harden. Okay, now a lot of people are saying James Harden is being exposed because of the new rules that's being in place, that he don't get foul calls, and that is one of the reasons. But James Harden is not only an overrated basketball player in terms of scoring, because the media was trying to hype him up to say he was a better scorer than some of the greatest scorers of all time, the Mikes, the Kobe's, guys that have a skill set that don't require living on the free throw line as much. And James Harden is playing with Kevin Durant. Kyrie's not even there. You mean to tell me you can't play like MVP James Harden? What happened? I thought you were supposed to be playing like an MVP every season. I thought you was one of the greatest scorers of all time. Well, averaging 18 points a game is third option numbers, brother. Especially for your so-called super team. You know, you joined the Brooklyn Nets and you completely bowed down, completely showed yourself as being a true beta. You know, I guess when people look at your chest and say you had titties, I guess you must have got an operation or something, dog, because you ain't the man you used to be. You may be supporting a fanny pack pretty soon and doing something else, man. You're definitely trending the waters or something else. And shooting 40% from the field, man, pathetic for somebody that's supposed to be a superstar like James Harden. I'm sorry. Another guy on this list, there's no surprise with him. He's going to get criticism just as much as James Harden. And that's Russell Westbrook. I mean, Russell Westbrook is shooting 41% from the field. He's brick nation all over the place. He's almost averaging a quadruple double in turnovers. He's leading the league in turnovers. The guy is just, I don't know, man. He came to the Lakers and he just went soft himself. He's playing non-Westbrook basketball. I don't even see that much hunger in him. I don't see that killer instinct that he once had. I guess he's too relaxed, or he let AD and LeBron get in his ear and they tucked some of that tiger out of his heart. But somebody stashed Russell Westbrook's heart and he don't play the way he used to be. And I think that's part intel from LeBron James, probably like, hey man, you don't have to do as much on this team. This is my team, man. You just sit back and relax, you know. I think he don't want to step on those guys' toes. And it's holding him back, you know, to a certain extent, you know. But Westbrook is very disappointing this season. Another guy, Michael Porter Jr. I thought Michael Porter Jr. would have been trending all-star by now, but he dipped down to shooting 35% and averaging 9 points a game. For a guy that's supposed to be the next Kevin Durant, you, my friend, are pathetic. Okay? You are not living up to your reputation of trying to take your game to the next level. Go back to the gym and work on those jump shots, and maybe you can become the next KD. And another guy on this list is Dame Dollar himself. Okay, you know, Damon, he's averaging 18 a game. He's shooting 35%, and he's just struggling. I mean, when it comes to shooting the basketball, he still could get to the rack a little bit, but he's costing his team some games. He's another guy that really took a dip this season, and it is what it is, you know. And for a guy that's supposed to be Mr. Clutch, great scorer and all that, he's really proven a lot of people, what you call it, right, who doubted him because, you know, funny how the new rules come in, his game dips. So anyway, those are my top 5 players that I'm most disappointed with this season. Who's your top 5? Prince Sports out. Peace.